So today we are here for the European Car Grand Prix, and we have the ExtremeContact Sport tire, which is launching February 2017. This is the perfect tire for this market, for the enthusiast crowd to go from track to street.
Driving the Emmanuel design Audi A4. It's a 2017 model. A couple little modifications on it, nothing major, still a very street car, but it's a lot of fun. As far as the competition goes, it's 2-liter turbos, so everybody's got to abide by that. But outside of that, we're seeing a wide mixture of cars, everything from street driven cars to cars that used to be race cars that are now street cars. So there's a pretty big difference in the style of vehicles that are out here.
I'm driving a GTI for Auto Union Tuning. It has a very large turbo, just some H&R coilovers, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it's basically pretty stock.
Actually, a couple weeks ago, it was a completely gutted 6-point roll cage welded in, no interior race seat GTI, so it was a full race car. For this event, we cut the roll cage out of it, we put the back interior back in the car. We're currently running the Revo TTR Stage 4 kit on the car, which is estimated to make about 450 horsepower.
My name is Gary Shan. I'm the driver of the 034 Motorsport Audi S3. It's mostly a stock car. We've got a bunch of different bolt-ons that we've got. Our new spring package that we're working on, our front and rear sway bars. We've got a turbo kit that's under development that's working out pretty well for us. A couple of exhaust modifications, and all that works together to really tighten up the ride of the car, make it feel really sharp, and it's working really well for us today. Our expectations today were really to come out and first of all test all of these different pieces together on the car. It's the first time we've had our entire product line for the Audi S3 on the car, and so far it's running really well. I think it's above and beyond our expectations.
We've got H&R coilovers, RSS suspension on it, the turbo back exhaust, some new speed RS wheels, lightweight wheels, and best of all, the Continental tires. They seem to be doing much better than previous versions of the Continental, and I can tell they're not chunking or getting beat up as hard as previous years. So far, so good.
This is the World Motorsports wind tunnel dyno. We're about to strap some of these cars to the dyno to see what they can do power-wise. This will do the airspeed and the air volume that your car is actually seeing on the road.
We brought our 2015 Audi S3. The concept for our entry is that you could get RS3 performance out of your S3 with a minimal expense.
Excited the car did so well. I think it took us a little bit by surprise that the car outperformed some of the cars that are significantly more modified than what we had out there. So pretty stoked at the way everything turned out.
I think we're second overall right now to the pro driver in the field, so pretty happy where we're at. The tire's actually pretty good, a lot better than I expected them to do for a street tire. Really predictable tire. Suspension for this track probably wasn't what we wanted, but the tire did a really good job today.
The tires are doing pretty good today. I'm driving a 2009 Audi TT. It's got a 4-point roll cage, KO4, Stage 3 software, Stage 2 DSG software, Haldex upgrade, some height adjustable springs from MSS Kits. I normally run less aggressive sidewall, but I'm pretty happy with the tire. It's scrubbing really well though on the bowl, they call it. It's a really tight corner and they're holding up pretty well for a street tire. I'm really impressed.
Today we're running the Continental ExtremeContact Sport street tire, and it's actually doing really well on the racetrack. It's very predictable. It's dealing with the punishment that we're giving it. It's a fun tire for the track. I like it. A lot of this track is pretty tight and technical with off-camber corners and some pretty good banking in some of the corners. And man, that chicane halfway through the track is really fast. It's blind, you can't really see. And you come through there at the top of 5th gear, you're really hauling ass. And then you just got to gather it up and slow it down for that tight left-hander at the end.
I do like the track. It's tough on brakes and tires. The wind is not good, so the wind's really slowing us down in certain areas. But temperature is good outside. It's cool. You know, most cars being turbo, the cool temperature really helps the power.
We're doing pretty good today compared to what we did a couple weeks ago, but there's definitely a big difference between a slick and a street tire. Compared to other street tires we ran on the car, a lot of times they've been pretty consistent, so progressively through the day we've gotten a little bit faster, but we've had pretty good success with them today, so I think they're holding up pretty well.
Well, I like to be in top 3 if I can, and you just never know. Some people really try super hard, come out with a lot of horsepower, and it makes it tough to really be first place. But still, you still try your best and just wait until the dust settles at the end of the day. See how it goes.
Competition has been pretty good. We're currently in the lead by a little bit less than a second. So we're keeping our eyes on all of our competitors, but for now it looks like we're in a good position. So we'll be out there and hopefully improve on our lap time a little bit.
I'm not a professional driver by any means. I track on the weekends maybe 3 times a year. There's a lot of professional drivers out here, and I mean, I'm only 2 seconds off of the best people in the group of mine, so I feel like I'm pretty confident.
There's a lot of great cars, great drivers out there today. Just wanted to finish better than last year. I think I can go a little bit faster running a 129 here at Streets of Willow, so compared to the rest of the field, I'm gonna need a few more seconds to be on the podium.
As far as Euro cars go, it's a lot of people's entry-level car. If you fall in love with the car community and the passion of the car community, this is kind of where you start. And then from there, the list of modifications just goes through the roof. So there's a lot that you can do to make it personal to you. I can get into a car that's not necessarily the fastest, but over time I can develop it to make it pretty quick and get it to do whatever I want it to do, whether it's drag racing or road course or just daily driving and making it look cool.
Always had a liking in high school for the GWs and Jettas and things like that, and then when I wanted something more performance-oriented, the TT just struck me and I bought it. The event was great. I mean, if you guys do another one, I'd love to come out if my car applies. Last year it was VW Golf only, but yeah, it was awesome and I'd love to come back.
I love coming out and being on the track. It beats being at work. It's a lot of fun.